Hi, Yvette. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, type something I want to make sure I can start. Does that mean you can hear me? I don't know what that means. Can you tell me, Yvette, whether or not you can hear me? You can hear me. Ada, can you hear me? Hi. Can anyone hear me? Hey, can you hear me? Does that mean you can hear me? Because before I had a lot of problems with this. Hello, greetings from Africa, Africa. You can hear me, yay! Yay, I'm so happy you can finally hear me. Hi, Ada, hi, Yvette. Ada, that other person is that's my sister who's on there too. Hi, if you guys choose to stay, you choose to stay. It's just nice to see some familiar faces. And I'm calling this Self-Loving Sunday. It's nighttime here. Oh, Kat, hi, Laura, hi. It seems like the typing comes in a bit delayed. Okay, as long as, hey, as long as you can hear me though, remember what happened the other night, Ada? Like no one could hear me. I tried 3 times. So anyway, hello everybody. Alicia here, live from Tanzania. It is, what time is it here? It is almost 10 p.m. here, so I know you guys are in the middle of your day. I appreciate your tuning in. I just want to also say, I'm glad Ada and Yvette are getting to know each other. Just always want to say this at the beginning. I am Alicia Rodman, otherwise known as Life Coach Alicia. And as a life coach, what do? I help beautiful, successful women to move the needle in their lives to get closer to their future selves. So everything that I talk about is all about future self. And I don't give advice. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a therapist. Most women, and a couple of dudes have come to me, but mostly it's been women. The women who have come to me whole, creative, and resourceful. And I approach my line of work just like that. So if you know someone, a woman right now who's whole, creative, and resourceful and really needs to talk about or listen to something about self-love, go ahead, take a minute to tag or to share this video, this live video right now with someone who needs to slow it down just a little bit and talk a little bit about self-love. So a few seconds for that, share this video. Tag somebody in it and say, hey, slow down a minute, listen to this bit about self-love. So about 15 seconds for that sharing. I'm so happy to see. I look like a teacher. You know why I put my glasses on, Yvette? Because when people are making comments, I'm like this in the screen, like I can't see it. So I figure just wear the glasses. I am a teacher, right? I'm a teacher. So anyway, are you sharing? Are you tagging? Are you liking? I don't know. Thank you to the 3 of you, whoever is still here. Another 10 seconds. Thank you, Ada. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Self-love, self-loving Sunday. So thank you. So let's begin. I recently shared a picture or a post. I think it was just a post with me dancing. And it may have been on IG or Facebook. I forget where I said it, but something that melts my troubles away for a moment is dancing, is music. And when you saw me dancing, I was at a music festival outside of Dar es Salaam, a couple of hours outside of, a couple of hours outside by the beach, and a woman was playing music. It was a band, there was dancing, and I danced and I felt so good. Did it take my troubles away? No, it didn't. But for a moment, I was in a happy space. Number two, I had a video call with with a group that I'm a part of a couple of days ago. And someone looked at me and they said, "Oh my gosh, you look so relaxed and like maybe you're glowing." First of all, I'm in the motherland. Why wouldn't I be glowing? Okay, awesome, Yvette. And I had to take pause and think about that because I look the same to me. However, what I realized what I'm doing for myself is self-loving. And that's what I encourage all of you, whether you're watching this live or whether you watch it later. Listen, a lot of us, and pretty much everyone who's tuned in, live in a busy, busy, busy place. I don't know about you, but even when I have an achievement that I've made, I still find myself going like this inside to look for the next achievement. And you know what I'm not taking time to do? Thank you. I'm not taking time to just even celebrate and be happy for a moment for what I've gotten, what I've received, and what I've achieved. Think about it, right? If you're looking towards your future self, if you're looking towards who you want to be in the future, don't you need to be loving on yourself today? So even when I talk about me dancing or someone saying, "Wow, you look so relaxed," folks, we choose to live where we live. However, we must pause and think about our quality of life. What are we doing on a daily basis to make sure that our hearts, that our minds, that our souls are being loved on? We cannot depend on anyone else. So number one, I'm going to say, find the thing that makes you happy. What is that thing? Mine is dancing. Listen, you may be like, I don't dance. Why would I, Ada? I'm sure for you, part of that is dancing. It's exactly. Oh my God, Ada, I didn't even see what you wrote till just now. And I knew that you would say part of yours is dancing. So Ada, myself, dancing. Yvette, I'm sure part of her happy place is dancing too. She's on here as well. What is the thing that you enjoy doing? So let me say, what example could it be? Maybe for some of you, it's reading. Maybe for some of you, it's walking. Maybe for some of you, it may be playing with your pet. Cat, I know that you love dancing. Absolutely, absolutely. Maybe for some of you, it's writing. Maybe for some of you, it's some other type of creation. Maybe for some of you, it's actually fixing something. You know, some people, or singing. Cat, do you sing? I didn't know that. Okay, I hear you. Maybe for some of you, it's gardening. Maybe for some of you, it's taking care, maybe even cooking. I see cooking. Maybe for some of you, I've even heard like people take on a project, like refurbishing a piece of furniture in their house, but that makes them happy. So number one, find a part of self-love as you reach towards your future self is find the thing that makes you happy and to do it. Number two, thinking about that friend who looked at me and said, oh my gosh, like, you look different. You look different while you're there. You know why? I believe that I may look different is because I'm in an environment that's nurturing, that is progressive, that is full of love. And so that's what I look at for number two. Look to be thank you for the love. Look to be in an environment that is nurturing to your heart, to your mind, to your soul. And you know what? Let's add on to the body. So what type of environment are you in? Folks, this is a part of self-love. What type of environment are you in today? Are you finding yourself in an environment where you're almost inside, you feel like this, like you're fighting, or you're just trying to climb up to the top? Now, some of that may be 9 to 5. I don't know what types of jobs you may be in, but some of you may find that. So let's take a pause for a moment. I'm in Tanzania, right? I'm in a place where there is love and there is growth and there is progress, and I'm loved and I am fed both physically and also I'm nurtured. So I'm here visiting a good friend of mine who's like a sister. She's not on social media, so I'm not going to say her name, but that's what I'm doing in Tanzania. And if you watch another Facebook Live of mine, I forgot what it was called. I think it was about manifesting, but I really manifested this trip. That's a whole nother topic there. So that's what I'm doing in Tanzania, Kat. So again, part of self-love, look at your environment. So let me ask those of you who are watching, what type of environment are you in that's nurturing to your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul? What type of, thank you, what type of environment are you in? Because it's all a part of self-love, something that's going to lift you up. Listen, what happens if you don't, any of you have a plant, right? Do you have a plant? What do you have to do? You have to create that environment so it will grow. What do you have to do? You have to water it. You have to give it some sunshine. I don't talk to my plants as much as I used to, but I used to talk to my plants a lot more, and it showed because they were like a lot greener. Maybe sometimes you got to add a little bit of fertilizer to that. But I want you to think about your environment. This is a part of self-love. If you find yourself always in an environment where you're having to fight, Kat says sitting on her porch, enjoying nature and music, creating that environment. What else? Red wine. What else? What other environment are you in that is nurturing to your spirit? I know we have a delay, right? All right. Well, let's keep going. Hopefully I'll see some other answers as we go in. So the third thing is some things that I've been able to do that is hard when I'm home. But the third thing is sometimes for self-love to be quiet. Now, that is really hard for me. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, if any of you are like, oh my God, someone just called her stupid, don't worry, it's my older sister. It's all good. So getting quiet. Thank you. My other big sister's on here too. So what other, when you think about quietness, what happens in the quietness? You reflect. You become self-aware. Being in Tanzania has allowed me to be quiet. When I'm in Rockland County, many of you know exactly where I live. Even though I live in a village, right? There's always stuff going on. It's like this, it's like this. But here in Dar es Salaam, Africa, 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 Africa. But right here in Dar es Salaam, I have a chance to be quiet. And what happens in the quietness? What happens for you when you get into the quietness? And folks, sometimes it's so hard. You know, you may have kids. My kids are older now, but you may have young kids that may be running around. That makes it a little bit tough. Maybe you have teenagers that are on the phone. That may be a little bit tough. Thank you for the love, who's ever given it to me. I take it. But what happens when you get quiet? So folks, let me hear it. What happens in your quietness? I know for me, I become self-reflective. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. I would get reflective. I start thinking about things, start thinking about the future, a little bit about my past. When I think about my past, I'm more so thinking of it in context with what's going on in the future. When you get quiet, what comes to mind for you? I become self-aware. Reflection. Yvette, I see you. What happens for you? Who else is there? What happens for you when you get quiet? Come on in. I'm gonna drink my red wine. Thank you, love you too, Pearl. Does that mean you're leaving? And then the numbers dropped. Praise, right? Yvette, that's awesome. I saw reflection. I saw when you get quiet is times of praise. And sometimes when I get quiet, now I'm going to put a pause and I'm going to interrupt myself for a moment and say this. Anyone who knows me knows that my energy level is up here somewhere. It's like, blah! So it's important for me to kind of take it down here. But I noticed that for me, when I get quiet, I then become present. I'm going to say that again. When I get quiet, I then become present. Because I'm up here all the time, sometimes I'm 50 miles ahead and I'm not paying attention or being grateful for what is happening right in front of me. You know what? I'm sorry. You know, we have so much to complain about. We can complain. But sometimes when you just take a moment to be still, you become grateful, even in the midst of the stuff, if you will, that causes us problems. So today is Self-Loving Sunday. Number one, find what it is that makes you happy. Many of us said it was dancing. Some people on here said it was cooking. Some people said it was singing. Find what makes you happy and do it. Thank you, Yvette. Thank you for the love, big sis. There's a few. Sorry, I was rolling my S here. So number one, find what makes you happy and do it. Number two, for Self-Loving Sunday, is to get into an environment that is one that will allow you to grow, an environment that will allow you to flourish, an environment where you don't have to fight. Oh my gosh, you know, and I didn't even think about this. a part of the environment. Thank you. Are you guys laughing? Is that a laughing emoji? I'm not really sure. If you're getting anything, why don't you give me some thumbs up? If you're getting anything, you can give me some thumbs up. Maybe you're laughing at how my glasses look on my face, or this old pimple right here. Anyway, I was watching today Facebook Live. It was Pastor Taylor on Community Baptist Church in Inglewood. You know what? Even though that is from thousands of miles away from where I am right now, that was a piece of Self-Loving Sunday. Why? Because I created my own environment. Folks, sometimes you may have to create your own environment too. I created that by simply going onto my phone. That's how I did that. And I created that environment. My forehead is shiny. I know. It's shining because I'm glowing. It's shining because I'm glowing, Yvette, because I'm glowing in the motherland. So anyway, number 3, Yvette, you're making me laugh. Stop. Anyway, number 3 is to get quiet. Because what happens in the quietness is reflection. What happens in the quietness is self-awareness. What happens in the quietness is gratitude. Hi, Angela. These things happen in the quietness. So, snaps up. Did anyone get anything? Can you give me some love? You know what? I shouldn't need that reassurance. If you give me no love, I know that I've given someone what they need today. So I am life. Oh, thank you so much. No, stop. No, stop. Just kidding. I am Life Coach Alicia. Please make sure you visit aliciacoaches.com. Also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, there's different little snippets there than there are here. So thank you so much for the love. Instagram, and I'm at Life Coach Alicia. If you have not liked my Facebook page, please go to Life Coach Alicia. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Please go to my Facebook fan page and like me there. But to declare today Self-Loving Sunday. Also, for those of you who don't know this, I am a contributor to Fly Nubian Queen Network. Fly Nubian Queen Network. I'm going to say that again. Fly Nubian Queen Network. I am Life Coach Alicia. I've had posts there for a couple of months, about 6 or 7 posts. More will be coming out. I'm a contributing I don't know, whatever you call me, a contributing person there. So if you get a chance on YouTube to look up Life Coach Alicia and type in Fly Nubian Queen Network, you can see some of the videos that I've done there. I am live in Tanzania. Thank you, Yvette, and thank you. Yvette said awesome, so I appreciate that. I know there's 6 of you watching. I'm live here in Tanzania. If anyone has any questions, I'm just going to hang out here for another minute or 2. If anyone has any questions, anyone has any comments, but officially, Self-Loving Sunday, my teaching for today is done. So I'm just hanging out here. If you have any questions, I'm in Dar es Salaam. It's 3 words, D-A-R, then the next word is E-S, then why don't you just look on my Facebook thing? It tells you exactly where I am. Any questions, comments, concerns? Not concerns, but any comments or questions? I'm here till Saturday. Then Saturday I hit my 2nd country, and that'll be Kenya. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Danielle. Maryland. Big up, big up. What's the weather like? Can I tell you something? Okay, so the temperature is probably similar to our summer. However, It is their cool season, Ada. No more wine, please. It's only a little bit left. It is their it's their cool season, and it's in the 80s. And these are extremely arid temperatures. I'm just going to give you an example. I washed my clothes today and I hung them up, and in 2 to 3 hours, all of them were completely dry. And there was no sun. That is what it is. You're concerned I'm having too much fun, Ada? Well, I am. And you know what? Here's the thing about the fun that's here. I'm simply living. I go to the cafe. Sometimes I'm sitting in the backyard. I'm doing a lot of stuff right here with AliciaCoaches.com or some type of branding stuff, something for my business. I am having a lot of fun because I'm slowing down. This slows me down. You know how we are on the East Coast in New York, and it's not even that we live in the city. God forbid if we lived in the city. If I lived in the city, I'd be like, that's like me, my head spinning. I don't know. Did that look like my head spinning? My head spinning. I'm having an amazing time here. And Kenya's going to be amazing too. Okay, bye, Yvette. I know you have to go. Bye, Yvette. Thank you for tagging one of your friends. Bye, Yvette. Have a good day. Because what time is it there? Is it 3 something? Thank you. Any other questions? I got questions about the weather. The beach was nice. If anyone looks at my last post, the beach that we went to is like undeveloped. So thank God there aren't all these like high rises and hotels on the beach. There were simply just people there, some people selling coffee, really strong coffee, I might add. Kids that were doing all these types of flips and dancing. It was amazing. Any other questions about Dar es Salaam? I was asked why I was here. I'm visiting a friend. Oh, Lynn. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lynn. Oh my gosh. Lynn is a blast from the past, right? Was it middle school? Elementary school? Thank you. I am happy. Thank you so much for saying I look happy, because I am happy. Deuces. So there's 3 left. The 3 of you who are watching. If you don't have anything else, I'm going to stop this video. Ada, thank you so much. You're like always there, and I really appreciate you. But then it went up to 4. Who's the 4th person? I'm in Dar es Salaam. I'm in Tanzania. I'm just sitting here. I already did my self-loving Sunday bit. And if anyone has a question, I'm here. I'm here. I feel like someone's going to come in. Someone's actually going to come in. Yeah, someone's coming in. I thought she was asleep. Okay, so no, it's okay. I finished teaching. I'm just waiting if anyone had any questions for me. Okay, 2 of you. Okay, so that means everyone's going. Bye-bye, everyone. Mwah.